company policy, I kid you not. I just don't take requests from guys. I'm like, because usually guys are like, can you play Free Bird? You know? Yes, ma'am. Chris, is my acoustic all right? All right, let me play this one for you. Yes, ma'am. Well, I can tell you that behind the story on this, since we're in Buffalo Gap. This is a song that I wrote for the little girl that me and my wife had nearly 9 years ago. We lost her shortly after she was born. I held that baby girl in my arms as she passed away, and I'm telling you, it just changed me. And I struggled with a lot of things after that. Not like, didn't struggle with like faith things or God things. Nothing like that. This world is full of bad things. When bad things happen to you, when people get mad at God, I'm like, why are you mad at God? Do you not watch the news? We're not immune to the hardships of this world. I'm like, if you're a Christian, the reason you find hope in Jesus is because he came to this earth so that you won't be defeated by the hardships of this world. And but at the same time, I really struggled with a lot of things, and I still do. And I think we all do. And I know that Kim makes me look really good on Instagram. But there's been times we're not getting along, and I'm like, well, why don't you post this, lady? Or there's been times where she'll post something sweet about me after we've been chewing on each other all day, and I'll walk in there with my phone and I'll be like, what the heck is this all about? You know, and she's like, well, I do love you, but like, I don't like you today. And I'm like, what? But, so after we lost Julia, several months after that, Easter came around, and she wanted to take the kids' Easter photos. Jake was 4, Jack was 3, and Jolie was a year and a half old. And she wanted to do their Easter pictures at the Buffalo Gap Cemetery. And I was like, oh, let's not go do it there. Let's go to the ranch and do some photos there. Let's do that. She was like, no, I want to do it there. So I said, okay. So we did. And when we showed up to the cemetery, the entire cemetery was just covered in bluebonnets, and it didn't even look like a cemetery. It just looked like a field of bluebonnets. It was beautiful. And we took the photos there, and we have those photos up at the house. But then we went back a couple of weeks later because they called to tell us that they were placing the headstone there. And when we went back, there were no bluebonnets. And I thought, that's life. Right there, that's just life. It's like that. And I remember under my breath, I said, man, life is like bluebonnets in the spring. And I'm always writing songs. That's my favorite thing to do. And then I wrote this song and put it on the record, and you know, and then I've met a lot of special people who share so many bonds. But we've all been affected by death, you know. And I always struggle singing this song after I tell the story. So, love you too. Love y'all. Yet another time and place, Grandma would kiss my face. Wish I could go back there again. Climb up in my grandpa's lap, lay down and take a nap. That old man and me were best friends. Then one day I turned around, leaves are falling down. Those fields were bare and brown and they were gone, long gone like bluebonnets in the spring. We're only here for a little while. It's beautiful and bittersweet thing. Life is like bluebonnets in the spring. There's so much I can't explain, such as gravity and pain. Still I remain blindfolded, full of faith. Kiss my angel girl goodbye. Still can't help but wonder why. But I believe I'll see her again someday. So hold 'em tender, hold 'em tight. Pray every morning, day and night. God will help you raise them right, don't you blink. Don't blink like bluebonnets in the spring. We're only here for a little while. It's beautiful and bittersweet. So make the most of every mile. So pack light and love heavy. Give it all your heart and soul. So in the end, you won't regret one thing. Life is like bluebonnets in the spring. Life can be filled full of sorrow. Time is something you can't borrow. So love like there's no tomorrow, because today might be the day. Like bluebonnets in the spring. We're only here for a little while. It's beautiful and bittersweet. So make the most of every mile. So pack light and love heavy. Give it all your heart and soul. So in the end, you won't regret one thing. Life is like bluebonnets in the spring. Life is like bluebonnets in the spring. Thank you.